Alexa, turn campfire on.
Okay.
We have light. I absolutely love this Nanoleaf Aurora. Superb, simply superb. Hey Siri, turn lights off.
Okay.
Welcome to a mega gadget collection. Yes, I am hiding behind this printer here. I'm very excited to be able to share with you my opinion on the Epson EcoTank ET2600. Now, I've had a long time experience in the graphic design industry, in fact, over 25 years. And over that time, I've seen a real change in the way people print at home, what they actually get printed at sort of design studios and commercial printers. And for a long time, inkjet printers were very expensive to run. Well, the ET2600 is part of Epson's EcoTank range, and I think this takes things to a whole new level. I have had a look at one of their other models in this range before. I'll leave a link to that up on your screen now. But the premise behind the EcoTank range is that instead of buying individual cartridges, you buy bottles of ink. So here we've got cyan, magenta, yellow and black, and these make the whole running of the printer extremely economical. We've got a flap that we lift up on the side of the printer, and then you can put the inks into the relevant tanks, and you only need to top up when one of the tanks is running low. Very cool indeed. Now, not only does this mean that you get up to 7,500 pages in colour and up to 4,500 pages in black and white from a set of inks, but it just makes the whole thing very easy to manage. Now, this particular printer also features a scanning bed, so you can lift this up and you can scan documents in. It also allows you to print via Wi-Fi, so this is a wireless printer, and of course, because of that scanning bed, you don't have to just stick to scanning documents to your computer, you can actually use it as a little mini photocopier. The print quality is absolutely fantastic. This is more than capable of business documents, presentations and general day-to-day printing use, and it's super economical. That's the big selling point here. So if you're in the market for a new printer, then please do check out the Epson EcoTank range, and I'll leave a link to this particular model down in the video description. So now you can see me a little bit clearer. Now I'm not behind the Epson EcoTank printer, and we're moving from one very large printer to a tiny printer. This is the HP Sprocket, and I've been wanting to actually test one of these for a long time. It connects to your smartphone via Bluetooth. I happen to have a photo ready to print, so I'm going to click that print button, and this uses paper that's got a zero ink technology on it. So it's white when it goes into the printer, but the process activates the actual colours that are already embedded into the paper. And it's just fantastic. It prints out these small photos that are great to either sort of enjoy yourself or to pass on to friends and relatives. And the fact that this has got a rechargeable battery in and it sort of prints wirelessly makes it a very useful little product. And the quality, as you can see here, is pretty good too. Let me give you a close-up of the print, and I think that is more than acceptable as a little snapshot photograph. Very cool indeed. So that's the HP Sprocket. Now you probably noticed that when I picked my smartphone up here, this is the iPhone 7 Plus, I've got a new case on it. This is from RINGKE. Now the name of this case is the Air Prism, and the thing that I like about RINGKE is they send it out in very simple packaging, and they concentrate on just producing great quality cases at very good prices. So none of this fancy over packaged products, we just get straight into the case. And this Prism case, or the Air Prism, has got a really nice sort of pattern to the back of it. Nice protection for your iPhone as well. And in fact, my daily case that's been on my iPhone 7 Plus for a long time is in fact another product from RINGKE. It's their Fusion case. And I'll leave a link to both of them down in the video description. Now let's move on to a product that really sort of piqued my interest, purely because I've got a love for traditional watches. I don't have a smartwatch because I wear a fitness tracker, and then I normally wear a traditional watch on my other wrist. And I want to sort of be able to have the option of not looking a bit strange wearing sort of two watches. Often I get people say, hey, why are you wearing two watches? And I have to explain, well, actually one's a fitness tracker, one is a watch. Well, this is the device if you want to sort of solve that problem. This is the Chronos, and as it says on the front here, it makes your watch smarter. And what it is, it looks like a coin cell battery. So it's a tiny little disc, and it actually adheres to the back of your normal watch. Obviously adds on a little tiny bit of thickness to the watch, probably a guess around about 3 to 4 millimeters. And this is the tracker. So it's got a companion app on the iOS App Store or indeed on Google Android. So it counts steps, calories, also it gives you notification alerts, and it gives you gesture controls as well. Very, very cool product. If you're into your regular watches, like your traditional timepieces, then this will attach to the back and give you some smart features. Now, moving on, we've also got a product here that I've been using a lot in the editing room. This is the BookArc from 12 South. Now, this isn't a new product. This has been out for a long, long time, but it's just been updated to accept the new late 2016 Retina MacBook Pros, the ones with the touch bars. And what this primarily is, as the name describes, is it's an arc that you fit your MacBook in. And it's made of really nice aluminium, beautifully powder coated with sort of beveled edges. And then we've got these sort of rubber or silicone inserts that allow you to put this on your desk, stand your MacBook in it, so it's taking up minimal desk space. And then of course you can use your MacBook with an external display and just clear the desk a little bit, and it looks great as well. I absolutely love 12 South products. They're just so superbly designed. There's even little sort of rubberized tips on each end, so the metal part of the stand isn't going to scratch your desk. This is the 12 South BookArc. Now, moving on, we've got 3 products from QDOS. Now, QDOS make a whole range of cases, iPhone and smartphone accessories. The first 2 are the PowerSteel metal USB-C and metal lightning cables. Now, if you've watched my videos for a long time, you'll know that I did have an issue with an official Apple lightning cable. In fact, that it actually frayed and melted and burnt my hand. Now, Apple acknowledged that it did in fact cause me some harm. They weren't really that bothered to revise their cables. In fact, they still haven't, as far as I know. This one from QDOS has got this like metal sheathing to it, and it's really very, very robust. Now, my one concern with this is the fact that it's metal. Will it scratch my sort of smartphone if it sort of catches it at the wrong angle? Thankfully, I always use a case, but I think that's worth mentioning to you. If you are worried about this rubbing against your iPhone, that's something to consider. But it's just so well made. In fact, let me give you a close-up look at this now. You can see the metal braiding on the cable, and it's just absolutely superbly made. Very, very nice indeed. Really high quality. Now, this is the lightning one. There's also a USB-C connector as well, and I think this is just a great option if you want a really high quality cable and something that looks a little bit different as well. So those are 2 cables from QDOS. They also sent me their PowerSteel metal car charger. This has got a 2.1 amp and a 1 amp USB output. This goes into your car's 12 volt vehicle accessory socket. And again, this is just so superbly made. I'll give you a close-up of this. So this is what this looks like. It's got some really nice knurling around that top edge there. This end goes into the vehicle accessory socket, and then we've got the 2 USB sockets on the top. Very, very cool, very handy if you drive around a lot, or in fact you just do a lot of traveling. Pop this into the vehicle accessory socket and you've got 2 very useful USB charging sockets. Now, whilst we're on the subject of sort of dongles and cables, let's have a look at one of these. I haven't featured one of these on the channel for a long time. This is from Havit. This is the product packaging. The model number is the HVTPC68, and this is like a hub for USB-C Ultrabooks. Now, I've got the late 2016 Retina MacBook Pro. It's only got USB-C and Thunderbolt 3 ports on it. And what this does is it splits those out to a regular USB 3 connector on the front, or USB 3.1, another one on the back, another one on the side, so 3 in total. We've also got HDMI, we've got a pass-through port, so whilst this is plugged into your laptop, you can still charge it with the regular charger. And then what a lot of manufacturers missed on the first generation of this type of sort of dongle or hub is they gave us all those ports, they didn't give us a memory card slot. This one does have an SD or SDXC, SDHC memory card slot on the front, so very, very cool indeed. I just love the fact it's made of metal. It's a plastic bottom, I think, but a metal top plate, and it's just got the right length of integrated USB-C cable in it, and it's just very useful to stick in your kit bag, so you know you've got those sort of older connections and the ability to connect to an external monitor if you want, and that all-important memory card reader that Apple removed from their latest generation of laptops. Now moving on, we have got these. These are wireless earbuds, and I'm sorry to say this, but they look like those sort of older type or older generation hearing aids. I didn't think I would like them because they're quite bulky. They've got all of the controls actually on the top of the earbuds, and then DC inputs on the bottom, and then these ear loops. So I'm not a fan of the actual look of these earphones. The model number is the SoundPEATS Q16, and as I mentioned, they are just Bluetooth wireless earbuds, and they're comfortable to wear, but they are bulky, so people will know you're wearing them, and they've got a little bit of weight to them as well. So I'm not a fan of that. What I am a fan of is the actual audio quality. Very, very good indeed. In fact, you get a lot more detail than I've experienced in other wireless earphones and headphones. And the fact that these are completely wireless, completely portable, no wire interconnecting them at all, and you've got the ear loops, it means that they really do stay in your ears. So I would say these are really useful for if you're looking for a pair of wireless earbuds that you can use whilst running, for example. If you go out jogging regularly, then these would certainly fit the bill. And the audio quality is very, very good indeed. So moving on, let's have a look at this watch. We've got a new watch here from Tayroc. This is what the product packaging looks like. So this is a quartz timepiece from Tayroc, beautifully designed, and it comes presented on this really nice sort of light tan leather strap, a very sort of a thick strap as well. You can really tell this is a high quality one. I also like the fact that Tayroc do sign their buckles on the back. So we've got really nice quality here, very highly polished. And then if we move back round to the watch itself, we've got this silvered dial, and we've also got some really nice complications in here as well. So the bottom complication, this one here at 6 o'clock, is in fact the running seconds hand. The top one is the minute counter for the chronograph. And then if we set the chronograph going with this top pusher, you can see that ticking around. So this is the seconds on that contrasting blue color hand. And then the minutes for the chronograph is at that top complication. We can stop it with the same pusher, and then we can reset it with the bottom pusher. We've also got a date window at the 3 o'clock mark, and we've got a signed crown as well. So really nice looking watch. This is what it looks like on the wrist. It feels very, very comfortable. The strap is quite sort of rigid at the moment, but that's because it is brand new, and that will become more supple with time. But I just absolutely love how this catches the light. It's a very, very modern looking gents timepiece, and I'll leave the exact model number and a link to this, as with all of the products you've seen in this video, down in the video description area. So remember that product I showed you earlier in the video, the Chronos. This would be ideal to use in combination with the Tayroc watch, because it would simply slip under and adhere to the underside of the watch, and it really doesn't feel like you're wearing a thicker watch. It really doesn't. Obviously it makes it sit up a tiny bit higher, but with this in combination with the Tayroc, I've got a really great traditional timepiece and smart features. I think that's really very, very cool indeed. I absolutely love all of the products I've shared with you today. Let me know down in the comments section which is your favourite product in today's video. Don't forget to check out all the links as well, and I'll see you in another video very soon.